Josh? What's wrong? What is it?
I haven't told you something because I didn't think you'd believe me. Even if you did believe me, I didn't think you'd like me anymore.
Honey, come here. Come here. You can tell me anything. What?
Susan, I'm not what you think I am.
Well, what do you mean?
Before I met you, I was in Little League. I was in Little League, and I rode my bike to school, and I played with my friends, and I hung out with them.
Josh, what are you talking about?
I want to go home. I miss my family, and I want to go home, Susan.
Oh my God. You're married.
No,
I knew this.
no.
I knew that this was too good to be true. I knew that there had to be something that was wrong.
No, Susan, I'm not married.
You're not?
No. I'm a kid.
What?
I'm a child, Susan, and I'm not ready for all of this.
No, I understand. I'm not ready to accept responsibility.
What happened? What happened was
I get it. I don't want to accept full commitment.
No, you don't understand. I'm 13 years old.
Oh, and who isn't? You don't think that there's a frightened kid inside of me, too?
I mean, I'm really 13.
What?
I was a kid one day. I went to sleep, and I woke up and I was a grown-up.
Right. And just yesterday, I was a schoolgirl with pigtails. Why are you doing this, Josh?
There was a carnival in New Jersey. I made a wish on a machine. It was called a Zotar machine.
Oh.
It was called a Zotar machine.
What?
It had a double head, and if I got a quarter into the head, I could make a wish. And I did. I made a wish to be big. That's when I turned to a grown-up.
Okay. Fine, Josh.
I'm really just a kid.
Fine. Fine. You're a kid. Look, I don't know what it is you're trying to tell me, but we have a really big presentation to give tomorrow. So, I'm going to get some sleep.
Yeah. This was good. This was really good. This was really good. Your moment before, your first moment in the piece, was wonderful. Your doings were great as you put the car inside. You know, we got a real clear understanding of what was going on. It was connected to his emotional state. You know, it was a thing that he chose that told us who he was, what he was. The way you set your scene up was really nice. You know, it was a living room in a house somewhere, and it was nice. Magazines on the table. You know, you're coming in with your doings. Your entrance was great. You know, I was aware that you were aware of him, even if you weren't like, you know, like looking at it. I just knew you knew he was there, and like when you said, "What's wrong, Josh?" Well, the thing that was wonderful was that you earned that line. You helped her to say her line because of your behavior. The doings were wonderful throughout the whole piece. Your props that you had, the way you handled them, were wonderful. You know, your props, so you were a business person. You know, you went back to them when you were uncomfortable. I would have crafted some of the things a bit differently. That would have come with time. It would have been no big deal. I love that you were affecting each other. That's really nice, nice inner objects. You know, you're being a kid, you know, all the things you were bringing, your previous circumstances of what you need in your life and what you need in your life was really wonderful by how you responded to things. Now, the thing that I'm going to say to you is where we're going to continue to work. You're making great choices. You're making bold choices, Nikita. Bold and wonderful choices. You've got to make sure they're connected to you emotionally. Don't, you know, when you get on the set the day of the shoot or whatever, you have to fulfill them as you did. I want you to continue to go deeper so that everything came from inside of you instead of from outside of you. Now, when we do have those moments where we're on the set and we don't have the stuff inside of us, that's when we really have to affect the other actor. That's when we have to use what we have to change them, as opposed to just feeling it emotionally and responding. We have to change the other actor with the choices that we found. There's going to come several days where you're not going to have the feelings, and you won't. But part of having a technique is that the technique allows you to do the work still if you affect the other actor. So what you were doing was very effective and very nice. For the tone that you guys set for the scene, it was great. If we were going to film this for a movie, I would make you bring it down. Not down like smaller, but down inside of yourself, so that it would come out of you however it came out. I was just aware of a little bit of pushing, a little bit of like, I'm gonna do this, and that's gonna get you work. You know, when you go for Tyler Perry, when you go for Alpha Tyler, when you go for these other people that do certain kinds of situation comedy work, this is a very great thing to know. You've got to know the medium you're working in, and I accept the medium that you chose. Choice is nice. Fill them up is my note for Lakita. I'm a kid. Nice inner object. His being I'm a kid could have translated to any secret that we have, any part of ourselves that we don't love, any part of ourselves that we think would get someone to not care about us. You know, we have them every day. Every single day we have those small moments. Doings were great. The doings helped me to understand you, and they also helped you to find your connection to yourself. Your handling of props, which is what doing ultimately is, was great. How you threw the thing over there, you know, the way you handled the props was wonderful. It tells a story. The story this one told is that he's a little kid, as exemplified by the toy. The way that she disregarded the toy let us know a lot about what's going on. You as actors will organically find these truths. You don't have to think about them. You don't have to spend time, you know, trying to figure out what the metaphor is for your behavior. It comes up. This is a good example. This is a great scene for them. I've seen it done, and we've all seen it done, where it wasn't a great scene, where it was really like kind of